AJ. I think you met me a couple times. Oh.
I have indeed met you, AJ, and it's a pleasure to be on the show with you and with everyone else here.
Hey, everyone, shut the fuck up. Hey, everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of the MoshCast, the loudest podcast in all of music. And you bet your ass I'm starting off with that type of intro. So, today we are reviewing Disgusting by Beartooth.
Disgusting. Ew. Disgusting.
Like a disgusting album.
Yeah, if you guys can't tell, we have a brand new guest. Actually, he's also a brand new member. Madi, what are you doing?
What are you doing, Maddie?
What are you doing? At this point, what the
All right, fuck it.
What are you doing? Tell me, what are you doing?
Okay.
Anyway.
We're off to a chaotic start here.
Let's introduce everyone that's here. First and foremost, he's the latest member of the MoshCast, brand new member of the MoshCast, and as well as cinematic analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, make his first appearance. It's Mantra!
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hello. It is a pleasure to be reviewing something that we all have a love and passion for, which is music. And thank you very much for allowing me to be a member. I appreciate you all.
Yes. Next up, he is my good friend. He lives not very far from me. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaden Addison.
Woo, Jaden!
It's just a simple wave.
You gotta do snaps. You gotta be cool.
I can't snap. I can clap.
You gotta do that like stupid Family Guy clap, like. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Next up, he is our Oh, you want to say something, Jaden?
I can do the London Tiffin clap. Yay me!
Fuck you.
Yay me!
You know what? Just for that, there you go. So he is our resident lazy boy, ladies and gentlemen, Lucas Atencio.
Lucas. Yo.
Yeah. And hello is had a little shit day today, but this podcast definitely is gonna cheer me up for this episode. And we're back with Beartooth again. Maddie's probably #1 favorite band.
Fuck yeah, we're back. Repping for the ep.
Repping the shirt as well, and they're both repping the shirt now. As I'm not even surprised as not. But yeah, we're doing this episode. This is the last Beartooth album we're doing, I think, and this is appropriate for the last one. So
some more.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yes. Next up,
We shall.
he is our perfect attendance, Jason
Hi.
Bale.
Yes, I'm here, and I'll be taking over this episode with puns. Of course, with Jaden.
He's already got one on him.
Beartooth, and hopefully it will not be quite a disgusting episode.
Hey, you're crossing the lines, okay?
We promise not to be too aggressive here.
It's not even the same album.
Hey man, be careful. Those kind of words get you beaten in lips.
I mean, they're a good band
Oh
after
no,
all.
Maddie fainted.
That's obsolete now.
Maddie can't take it. Maddie can't take it.
You fade away, classify yourself as absolute.
Maddie was on the
Me
podcast.
and
She
Jungle
fell down
Boy.
below.
Jason, put that down.
Fuck off.
Jason, this is not.
You cannot run from the puns, or the puns will chase you. They always chase.
Next up,
That actually really hurt.
next up is our resident sleepyhead, Mr. AJ Anzalone.
Don't sleep.
Oh, there.
What's up?
Everyone? Welcome to the newest episode of the loudest podcast of all fucking music, the Mosh fucking cast. And
Yes.
today we're reviewing Disgust. Is it progressive or disgusting?
It's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Okay. Disgusting.
You literally said it
my
5 fucking times.
There we go. Let's review this shit. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Jason,
let us.
Let's review this shit.
Fucking puns, by the way.
You
And,
love them.
and finally, you know them, you love them, ladies and gentlemen. My co-host of Cinematic Analysis and the #1 Beartooth fan that I know, Madi.
And the best friend ever, Maddie.
Oh,
Let's
You're
go.
really my best friend.
Maddie.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm so excited to be
Ow.
here and having one of my best friends a part of this podcast now, Mantra.
Oh shit.
And we are repping the Beartooth today, as always. I've worn one every single episode. I'm excited to do this one. Hopefully, we get to review Sick, and then at that point we would have reviewed everything by Beartooth. So,
Yep.
but I'm excited to review this. I do want to say that we are not doing the last song off this album.
We are not.
It is
That's right.
dark.
Why not?
It
I'm
is
explaining
disgusting.
it right now.
Yeah, Maddie's
It's
explaining.
very-
Apparently, it's very.
Shut
depressing.
up.
Can I talk, please? Thank you. It is a very, very dark song, and Caleb has even said that he doesn't really want it on the album, but it's there, and it was done in one take, and he was crying, and it's just very, very emotional and triggering to some. So,
And maybe also not YouTube friendly
if you try
either.
to listen
Yeah.
to it on your own, then that's one thing, but here we're not going to. So.
Oh,
So I'm trying to find a song on the Instagram song thing for the post, and there's no songs off Disgusting on here. So I'm just going to use the song off Aggressive.
Hold on.
I think Instagram actually
That
came
sounds
out
quite
like,
aggressive.
well, it came out in 2014. When did Instagram come out? Because this album could have came out before Instagram.
Way before.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I thought that
2009, 2010. I don't know.
I thought Beartooth was ahead of the curve that much. Imagine if like they came out before. Well, maybe they did. In a way. Anyway, bands
Fuck
are
it,
interesting.
I'm using messed up.
Bet. To be honest with you, like I think the most Instagram like. Well, I don't want to say any song titles yet. I want to go over them because each of them have their own unique like characteristics and almost like personality. Each song is like a different person.
Okay. Maddie.
And Maddie is laughing.
I was looking up the song, and it just says Beartooth spooky version, and in my head I went, "Yep, that's me."
Oh, I thought of like some remix of Spooky Scary Skeletons, but with like a Beartooth tone. That'd be so funny.
Imagine AJ dances here in this episode.
Please don't.
I would dance. I mean,
I will send myself to Jesus.
I cut my foot.
I will send myself to Christ Himself. Amen.
So
Who's
then
that?
Shall we get to the what?
Who's that? Okay. Let's go ahead and just get this fucking thing started.
I
The first song we are going to listen to is The Lines. Let's hope we don't cross the line with this one.
I hate you.
Here we go.
Fine.
Good.
Oh, alrighty.
Whew.
What the fuck? Oh shit.
So that was the line by Beartooth. What the fuck is happening?
AJ just fell off the line, and now he's walking it again.
There's two
Oh,
of me.
AJ's
I'm
on the
so
floor.
sorry.
No, what happened was AJ was on fell off the line. So there you go.
Oh, I thought he was just a Johnny Cash fan, and he made a yeah. Yeah.
I just made Julian so bad.
I think I had legit. I have a concussion.
Good God Almighty, it's JR.
Hey, it's cool, man. Your neck will break before your brain. Yeet.
Yeah, just remember, always Wu-Tang said, protect your neck.
AJ, what
Protect your neck. Actually, that's a great ass album too. That album's
what'd you
goated.
think of the song? Fucking hell.
So who's first?
Man,
AJ.
you better speak, bro.
AJ, go first.
He's so mad.
Oh, bet. I'm going. All right, bet.
Yeah, go.
Yes, are you high?
I think this one's a great song to start off. To be honest,
Really? I
I
couldn't tell.
I really love this song, man. I
Really?
think
I don't
it's
know.
like-
I don't know, AJ.
Did you cross the line?
no.
I walk the line.
Matt made the same
You
expression.
know, fuck you. Mute it.
I literally want to punch myself right in the face.
I mean, Maddie, whenever we meet up, you're already gonna slap me in the face for that wage war prank. So
Ouch. Ouch. I've heard slaps sting more than punches.
I know.
So I'm just told. So I'm told.
No, Julian's ass made me cry yesterday.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Anyway, who's next to go for the
about-
Yeah,
song?
yeah. Let's keep going around with the song. Let's go.
Jaden.
Let's keep going around with the
Alright,
song. Yeah.
Jaden, you're up next.
Jaden, you're up.
We'll trust the line, right?
It's just the lines. Yes.
Oh, okay, I wonder why did they write just the lines for the song?
Fuck off.
Clever.
He
Very
made it sound
clever.
like some dude just stumbled into a studio with just the lyrics and no instrumentals, and they said, "Hey, make an album." And it's just like, is this a spoken fucking poetry circle? No.
That song
Okay.
on my legs.
Okay. I don't care.
What?
Sorry.
I really like the song. It's definitely a handbag. I really like the part when it went like it was like a long pause and then everyone started banging their heads.
Yes. What the fuck? Lucas,
Dude.
you go.
So I looked up the lyrics or whatever. So apparently, actually, I'm going for right now. It's basically so I looked up the lyrics or whatever, and basically what it says in the background, it says basically it's depression. It's a depression. It's expressing this basically struggle to try to express yourself to people that you love, and we all have that issue, whatever, and it's a good relatable thing because like the lyrics relate to that pretty well with me, honestly, because going for that myself right now, honestly. But yeah, honestly, this song is it's a label song, but the breakdown at the end was fucking amazing. I'll be honest. When I saw breakdown, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna get real fast. And I was like, yep, I knew it would be real fast, and I break my neck. So thank you, Beartooth, or two for bear. So
There you go.
All right. Mantra.
This song to me has a really good, honestly, like a walking tempo to it. And a lot of metal and rock songs to me have like a tempo that you can walk to no matter where you're going, and you feel like a beast that could bench press a car. Like, I've listened to this song on the way to 7-Eleven and working out, and both times I felt like a badass, even though I was just going to 7-Eleven for like some munchy foods or something. But to me, this song is like amazing because it capitalizes on like similarities with rock music and electronic music. Because Caleb before in Attack Attack would mess around with electronic stuff a lot, just because that's how they were in the scene. And you can tell that here, those influences were still a little bit fresh with the project. And it's interesting to hear that in the instrumentals. So that's my take on it. It's a really good opener, and it honestly is like a great introduction to someone that's like, hey, what does electronic music and metal sound like together?
Okay, Maddie.
Who?
Maddie, you go.
Oh,
You're done.
I mean, I've said this for every review we've done for Beartooth. They know how to start a fucking record. Go right smack dab in, right in your fucking face.
Boom.
Great chorus as always. I agree with Lucas on the whole thing. And I also got meaning wise, it's kind of the same as clever, where it's like you're telling people what they want to hear so they aren't too totally concerned with you. So, I
Sounds
mean,
clever.
take the lyric for example. When I tell you I'll be fine, I still want you by my side. Please just try to read between the lines. It's like, yeah, I'm fine, but I'm not actually feeling fine. Please read the lines that I'm not actually fine.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Basically,
Almost-
Thank you.
Almost like catching a frown, yeah.
Basically what they're trying to say is you're not okay.
Basically.
You're not okay. All right, Jason.
I was listening to that song earlier today
I'm
too,
sure
so thank you.
Caleb- I'm sure Caleb knows what the lines are he has to write in this song.
That's just what he does to write the music.
Punch myself
Fuck you.
more in the face than right now.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was such a good opener. It's heavy. It's really cool.
Cool, dude.
Heck
next,
yeah.
next up is Beaten in Lips. Here we fucking go.
Shit.
Punk.
Oh god, I'm out of breath.
If Punk had
I
a
feel dead.
definition,
Mantra, you go first. What did you think?
that is as straightforward as the word punk can get to be honest with you, because that kind of like rhythm, that kind of delivery, even the breakdowns were punk if you really think about it. It still kept the rhythm the entire time, consistent energy. Not to mention, if you haven't seen the music video for this song and you're a fan of this band, you need to look up the music video for this song, because I can't explain any of it. It's just insane. So
It's too good, I see.
it is.
Julian.
You killed them.
Okay.
You killed both of them.
Lucas.
All right, so I went through the lyrics again because I'm trying to do that the last couple of episodes of Beartooth. So for this one, it's basically child abuse, anger, and mental stress. I think is what it was. And with this one, I could see the lyrics how pissed off Caleb was. Like, you can hear the guitar riff, you can see from what it was, he was pissed. And you know what? I don't blame him. I do not fucking blame him. Julian fucking dies.
Yeah.
Still here.
Good. All right.
Julian.
Good.
All we can see is his forehead.
Check your neck next time. Check your neck. Anyways.
Protect
Jesus.
your neck. Protect your neck.
Yeah, protect idiot. Anyways.
Ouch.
For this song, it's very heavy and I love it. So first two songs have been a fucking banger and I love it. And with this one, I can see the anger. And I punched a wall. So I punched a wall. So I mean, hey, it did something to me. I was pissed. And I'm glad I let all that out because
Yeah.
I needed to. So,
No, seriously. Honestly, music is a great way to express anger. That's why like so many people flock to like genres of music that like either assuage the anger or let it out or express it.
Exactly. And that's in my playlist now. 100%.
I just fell.
Good.
You just
I
fell.
just felt too.
Yeah.
Good, you motherfucker.
Julian, I'm sending you a life alert for Christmas.
Please. Well, but no, I can't make that
Yeah,
joke.
he's falling. He can't get up. I'm gonna call Wipe for it right now. Hold up.
AJ, you go.
My God.
Okay.
I think he's wounded.
John Cena.
Goodbye.
AJ, go ahead. My God.
Oh my
What is happening?
dude. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sleepy by the end of the episode. Good God Almighty, it's so good. Like, oh my God, the breakdowns and everything. Oh man, what a song!
That's a breakdown.
Fantastic. What a song, man. Next
Oh,
person,
yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Mood. That's a mood.
Jaden, you go.
Everyone dying.
I was all right. Understand like what
You die.
I don't know. Ugh. I can understand. Like I find it very unique how they express their anger. So we all have our different ways expressing our anger depending on what we're mad at about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maddie, I guess you can go.
Oh, well, fine. Jesus.
Ouch.
So I want to preface this really quickly. There was an interview that Caleb did about this song, and this is the misconception with the song. People think that it was him that went through this abuse. It wasn't him. It was people he knows. But just that fact alone, he can still write it as if it was him that went through it, is like pretty fucking spot on.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is like one of my favorite Beartooth songs of all time. I think the meaning is obviously like great, and just like with caskets, this subject is definitely something that needs to be talked about, and
Yeah.
I feel like it's more commonly written within this genre just because of the unclean vocals and getting that anger out with that and with the instrumentals, and just I think this song is a great way to help those that have been through this use
Yeah.
this song as their voice and to get the help that they need to move on with something like this.
Never
So
said
I
better.
give all kinds of credit to Caleb, and I applaud him very, very much for it, because this was definitely one of those songs for me that helped me use this as my voice to get the help that I needed at like
Right.
age, I want to say like 17. So this is why I love this band so much, is because they write Caleb writes songs, and he's not afraid to write songs like this with such a dark subject and a dark matter. So
Very.
Yes.
And finally, asswipe, Jason.
Charming.
Go fuck yourself.
Well, at least I was not being in lip, so yeah, I enjoyed.
You're about to be if you keep this shit up.
You're about to get.
This is the old charm of the cast.
I
This-
was trying to look at Court Taylor.
That's a quite a good song. It's the meaning was touching here.
Yes. And from the way I look like CMFT can't be stopped. All right.
You
This
you,
next-
you look like Jim Ross.
I do not look like Jim Ross.
Good God Almighty.
Good God Almighty.
Hey, at least you didn't say Kid Rock. If you said Kid Rock, I would have laughed louder. His face, that smile left so fast. That smile left so fast. You don't want to know who Kid Rock is. I don't think you do.
Yeah. Yeah, he fucking sucks. Anyways.
Guys, no more puns, okay? Please.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. What the?
I'm being serious. Like, no more puns. This is a serious album, and I want it to be more serious.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
All right.
Gotcha.
Just no more. Okay. This next song is called "We Can Have Fun, We Can Still Laugh, but Let's Just Not Make Any Jokes About the Album."
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This next song is called. This next song is called "Body Bag," which, yeah, let's go.
My personal favorite.
Cool.
Okay.
Brutal.
Cool.
Boys.
All right.
That was "Body Bag." Maddie, you go first. What'd you think? I honestly know what you think, but what did you think?
I mean, as far as like meaning goes, it's definitely like a don't let life win. Like there's more to life than just the darkness and like the negatives and the bad shit that happens. And you will come back from it, and obviously to keep living life to your fullest, as hard as it is. This song is fucking amazing live. And if you haven't seen Beartooth live, go fucking do so.
Definitely.
They're
do.
fucking
Oh
probably
yeah.
one of the best bands I've ever seen live, and that is not me saying that because they're my favorite band. That's me saying it because they put on such an amazing fucking show. I also think that this song really shows off Caleb's cleans very well and shows what he can actually do. And I'm really glad that he decided to do his own cleans instead of like, you know, and I hate bringing this band up and comparing it to Beartooth because they're totally different. But it's like with Attack when he decided to do that, to do his cleans with that. I thought it was brilliant, and I'm really glad that he stuck with it because he has amazing cleans. So
Yeah. All right. Jaden.
Well, I thought this song was about somebody getting beat up. Think of it. The title of the song, Body Bag.
Yeah. In a way, kind of.
I mean, it's not. Maddie just explained it.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay.
It's pretty good.
All right. Mantra.
This song has a special connection with me because the first and only time I ever saw Beartooth, I didn't know their set list at all, and this was the second song on their set list. And it was the first time I ever got in a mosh pit, and it was at the Richmond National, I think, back in like 2000. I want to say like 19. Yeah, like 2018, 2019. That like the reason I like it so much though is mainly just because of like the drum and the guitar sync up. That's a really good tempo to keep, and it's a really hard rhythm to match, especially with those really tight grooves. But I think everyone else can probably agree the bass tone is absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting on this record. That's not even like a pun. I ran into that word without even reading it, but I'm just saying. If you want to hear a good bass tone, you're at the right record. Because I mean, all of the songs, to be honest with you, all the songs have had an amazing bass tone. Very, very amazing record so far. As far as like how it was mixed, it was definitely mixed with a very careful ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucas.
So with this song, yeah, I'm gonna agree with Maddie. Kind of like don't let your darkness like over bury you. And, there's more into this life, whatever. And the last word of the song that I look into, it was, make one life, one decision. Make sure it ends where you're still living. And that right there, it hit me because I started for a couple years ago. Not a couple years, but years ago, I had moments where, I wanted to commit things or whatever. And, in my mind, I'm looking at this now, it's like, why I have made the decision not to by the grace of my parents and the grace of the man above, because, it's like there's more to life too. I know people are not finished me. I know the man above's not finished me just yet. And, with that being said, it's like a song to like give you a mood that's like, hey, you got a lot of things going on with your life, whatever. But there's more to it. There's definitely gonna be a good at the end, and I love that. Like, it's a good meaning too, because it's high schools, with whatever, we deal with a lot of people. That's most like schools in general or work in general brings the most of our darkness because of the other people we deal with.
Right.
And and it's like the song is like, hey, you may deal with these people, but you don't let their words or what their actions define you. And again, it really depends on your actions. Depends whatever. But this song to me has a special meaning to me because it's just like it reminds me of kind of those moments where I just wanted to end it, but I didn't because I felt something that was bigger than me, and there is now, which I'm blessed about, and here I am today. So definitely one of my favorites off this album. Again, Body Bag, definitely up there. I like the second one. The second one, is it Bean and Lips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bean and Lips is, I think, my personal favorite just because of how heavy it is. It makes me pissed, and I love it.
That's punk right there. That's
rock.
punk.
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
It's punk motherfucking rock.
Yeah.
Can I say motherfucker? I think I could say
Oh, yeah.
motherfucker.
You can curse as much as you want.
Motherfucking
Yeah.
cock piece of shit. All right, cool.
Oh my God.
we are not
Demonetized.
Plus, I mean, they can edit it out. I mean, I talk in gaps. I try to talk in gaps.
It's all good, bro. We're not getting paid for this shit anyway. AJ, you.
Go ahead, AJ.
What do you say there, sir? Oh, I'm kidding. What's up? All right. Oh wait, shit. Oh yeah.
What?
That song was freaking
Body bag.
Yeah, it's buyback.
Anyways, like I said, I think this song was really, really good. I really enjoyed it, and it's really solid, man. And it could be one of my favorite songs from the album, to be honest, because I really loved like everything about it, like like the riffs and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like everything.
Yeah, you do like everything. Okay. And Jason Bourne.
Jesus
Or
Christ,
Jason
Jason
Biggs.
Bourne.
So, yeah, this is actually a standout
My TV's doing something.
because I like everything about it too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
And I thought the vocals were really good here.
Definitely.
Oh, for sure. And also going on to like compare this to like other works that Beartooth has had, it's nice to see that he's true. It's nice to actually see that like Caleb stuck with like the theme of mental health and bettering yourself with lyrics as inspiration. To me that's like a real passion of like being an artist, which is you don't just want to say something, you want to say something for somebody. That's a really big theme with Beartooth that I've always appreciated.
All right, let's this next song is called The In Between. Let's fucking go.
All right, let's go.
In between. Let's go.
Oh
Woo!
my
Let's go.
God,
Yes.
I almost
I
want to
love
listen to it again. I almost want to do it.
It does.
Let's do it again.
You want to do it again? What do you guys think? Should we do it again?
I I don't care either way, honestly. I could listen to that song forever or like never again. That's the best part about that song.
Got it, my AJ.
You know what?
Yeah,
We'll
you
listen to it again when we get to the end of the album.
Sure.
Oh, I just need to listen to that song.
How about we play it in substitution of Sick and Disgusting, and like we could play that as the last song, the closeout.
Yes,
That'd be
yes.
sick.
That's a good point.
Okay,
What's
so
the
anyway,
song
Madi,
title?
go first. What'd you think of In Between?
In Between?
In Between. Yeah, Jaden, you go first. No pun.
Well,
No more puns.
Not
I'll
for this
wait
episode.
till listen to it again to give you my thoughts.
Okay, that makes sense. AJ.
Man, this has got to be one of my favorite songs off this album too.
Favorite
Like
song?
that body back song, that's like second now because I listened to this song before and it's so fucking good. It's like
Mhm.
I can just sing it all fucking day, bro. Like, wow. Even though I heard it a couple of times, I never finished the song. But god damn, bro. Immaculate. What a fucking song, dude. This is stupendous. What a
Immaculate.
fucking song.
That's
Most
a big
stupendous song.
that's a big word for you, AJ. Lucas, you go.
Ouch.
So with this one, it's basically a mental strain in a situation you cannot control, but also it's not good. Which also, it's a funny thing because I'm still dealing with this shit again. It's funny because we deal with a lot of mental strains. We deal with a lot of things that we cannot control, and some things we cannot control. Like it's not in our grasp. Like some things we cannot fucking control, and that's just reality of it. But with this song, it's definitely as a masterpiece. I just like it feels like goodbyes to me for some reason. I don't know why, but just the lyrics in general, just not the lyrics, but just the guitar and just the bass in general, just like gives me just good vibes. Like I could listen to those instrumentals all day, hands down.
Mhm.
I think it's like probably one of the better instrumental works off this album. Like honestly. But not because it's not heavy or anything. I love heavy things, don't get me wrong. But the way you kind of balance it out is definitely a way to like be more versatile. And that's what I said about a lot about bands. I think. But versatile is definitely a big key if you want to be a big band. So yeah, definitely one of my favorites.
Yes. Jason.
Oh, I'm obviously familiar with this song, and no matter how many times I hear this, it's so good.
Where'd you hear it from?
I first heard this from a TikTok on the Mosh Talk page.
Yes. Hey,
And
Mosh.
shout out to Mosh
Shout
Talk.
out to them.
Yes.
Really
And,
cool people. This is my favorite song. This is my number one
What's
standout
up,
right
Mosh?
now.
And finally, Madi.
Obviously it's the most known song, not just on the album, but of their entire discography. And it still fucking holds up today. It has aged so well.
It really
And I'm so happy about it. As far as meaning goes, it's definitely like a feeling like you've hit a rock bottom and you can't escape it. And the lyric "Don't Run Away," the pre-chorus, to me, it's kind of like a don't run away from your demons
Problems.
or your hardships, and to face it, or else you're never gonna come back from it, and you're gonna just stay at rock bottom for the rest of your life, and you won't succeed or anything along those lines. No pun, I promise.
All right. That man. This song is aged like fine wine. Unlike Machine Gun Kelly's songs, who age like milk.
Shots fired.
Oh,
Machine Gun Kelly songs aged like expired whiskey.
Machine Gun Kelly's songs age like milk.
I was gonna say like pickle juice, but some people actually like that
Let's
stuff.
just talk shit on whiskey. What the hell?
Especially Tennessee whiskey. Okay, let's move on.
Whoa.
There we go. That was supposed to be a country pun, but country sucks. This next song is called Relapsing.
Excellent.
Excellent. Yes.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
That was Relapsing by Tooth. Let's start off with Jason.
Who?
Jason, you go.
Oh, okay. Wow. That was an excellent song, so
Okay.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
Madi, you go.
I mean, this song is fucking incredible. The thing, every time I hear the song, I can't help but think of Fire, because they both start guitar-wise the same way.
Yeah.
When you listen to it. And I like that Caleb still uses a lot of the older stuff and implements it into the newer stuff. I really enjoy that a lot. As far as meaning goes, I mean, take the first lines, for example. I mean, the mind can be a very dark and scary place when you are stuck just by yourself and all you can do is think. Also, feeling really down and you need to, like, asking the question of what's my reason to stay alive, or what's my reason to stay on this earth, and just kind of reflecting on things and asking the question of that. And I mean, even just the song title, Relapsing, I mean, I obviously Caleb has gone through alcohol issues in the past, but I'm not sure if that is what he's referring to in this, but I definitely got it as like a cycle of pain continuing, like kind of like you start to feel better and then something happens and then you're just like going through all the emotions again of why am I here? Why am I still on this earth? And just going through everything again. So
yeah, it's a very rough like subject to talk about. And I've always loved Caleb so much because he's comfortable talking about that stuff. I mean, as comfortable as one can be when talking about that stuff. So I commend him for it. But yeah. Mantra.
Relapsing as a track, as far as the guitars sound, are very, very eclectic on this song. This is probably the song that caught my attention with how expansive one can be with guitar on a track such as like this, in a record like this, because of the fact that it's still got the aggression, it still has harmonics used on some of the lead parts that are like basically sprinkled in there, and not to mention too, it's still a foot tapping tempo. It's still something that is an ear catcher. It'll make you listen to what he's trying to talk about, and clearly the message is bigger than even him. So you have to make the track big enough for something that big.
Yeah. Jaden.
I mean, when I heard the title itself, Relapse, I just thought, is a song about this Caleb person? I don't know too much about him.
Yes.
He must have overcoming addiction to whatever he was addicted to, and then he started getting back on that addiction. I hope while we're recording this, he's good, sober on whatever he was addicted to.
Yes, he is completely sober, has been for almost a year now.
Okay. Oh, that's good to hear.
Indeed.
This has to be my favorite song, Relapsing.
Yeah. All right. AJ.
Oh man, this one's also a good one, man. And I understand. I understand what Caleb went through, like over the years. I'm glad he's sober and everything, and and he's not addicted to anything like drugs or alcohol related issues. And I'm glad he cleaned himself up and got a lot more sober, and now he can be more powerful as a musician instead of being weak and just pretty much drink every time. But I'm glad that Caleb is sobered up now. And I apologize for just what I just said. My bad.
Okay. I'm not even going to respond to that. Lucas.
You know what? I'm gonna be sure about it. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna say what I will say about it is it's basically, and I take it as a third person point of view, and it's basically your relapse is kind of like going through no matter what cycle it is, the cycle of depression, anxiety, and I'm actually really glad I listened to this record because this is the shit I'm going through right now. I'm going through that cycle, and you know what? It actually is a label thing. And you know what? I get prosecuted for kind of like that because every person that today, not today, but the week I'm good, whatever. And then some shit happens today, and then I relapse again. It happens again and again. It's kind of like,
Yeah,
what the fuck do I do now?
it's a
Or
daily
whatever
battle.
like that. It's a battle. It's a battle, dude. Now, I'll admit it. It's a battle of depression. I'll admit that. And with that being said, it's kind of like with this song. It's kind of like with Caleb and his point of view of his alcohol and drugs. Alcohol and drugs is like he's good for a couple minutes, for a couple weeks, whatever it is, and then he goes in that cycle, which happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Relapse is very common. You got to give it that. It's very common to relapse. YouTubers go for PewDiePie went through whiskey addiction, a couple weeks, maybe months ago, and he's sober now.
Yeah.
And with this being said, it's it's a great song because it's and this is why I like Beartooth because it's very relatable because it's giving you that reason that you're not alone. There's other people that relate to your things you go through as well. It's kind of like giving you that. Not necessarily a shoulder to lay on or lie on, but it's a person you can listen to and a person that you can definitely hear about and you can be like, okay, I can definitely get through this because he went through the same thing I went through.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about Caleb and Beartooth. I get props to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's. Man. It's a
We get
lot.
deep in these episodes.
Yeah. Should we put that viewer discretion is advised on this episode?
100%. This is probably
Yes.
their
Yeah.
darkest album.
Yeah.
100%.
It's a common thing too, as well. Yeah, it's always
I
safe.
still have the video, so you don't have to send me anything.
Julian, I'm gonna text you something really quick.
Oh boy. Is it a
It's
good
not
thing?
bad, I promise.
Okay, good.
It involves this video. So we can just keep going.
But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next song. This next song is called Ignorance is Bliss. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you wondering why we're all freaking out a little bit, if you saw us in a little speed up, Madi just sent me a post.
What?
The Batman.
Michael
show.
Keaton
Michael.
is back as
back.
Batman.
Michael
He
Keaton
and
is back as
Batman.
Batman.
Really?
Yes.
No.
It's posted. It's posted, bro.
Chat mantra.
Let's go. I'll check it out in a bit.
All right. Yeah, that was Ignorance is Bliss, and Mantra wasn't here for any of it. So,
Oh, I know this album like the back of my hand, though, brother.
oh, then you go first.
This song to me is really cool because of the fact that it's a good well, Beartooth has this style where it's a 2 lyric buildup. So like pick up the pieces, fix my diseases. Hearing that 4 times is like a really traditional wind up, and you notice that throughout their creative process in making an album. And to me, this song stands out because of the fact that it uses binaural audio, which, if you don't know what that is, it uses the left and the right earphones to make it seem like 360 space. And sometimes you can hear the left and the right voices say ignorance is bliss and ignorance is bliss in different ears. And that, I think, is one of my favorite things about this song overall. It's a really, really good ear candy song. And not to mention, the actual title and the theme behind it is a very relatable one because we all have shown ignorance at one point. Because how else are you going to learn about it?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, shoot. Yeah, I'll go. With that one, and again, it's what Mantra just said. We all have ignorant things just not happen to us. Also, ignorant things we also said as well. And again, I'm running out of time. Whatever. No, we don't know what we say sometimes. We just say stupid shit, whatever. And with that, you learn what you say, and that's the thing about life in general. You learn what you say, you learn what you do, and you know what? You learn from it, and you grow from it. And I said whatever before. I think it's not necessarily on this podcast, but I definitely have said it before. Around these people as well. And you know what? I do apologize for that as well. It's just that's not me, and I'm held accountable for that. But we all deal with that. We all deal with things that are just dumb things we say. It's not how you say it, how you do it, how you grow out from that. And with this song, whatever,
Right.
it's awesome because it's like when it was wake me up, get me out, shake me. Well, not in the way it was. It was like shake until I'm walking. When haven't seen the sun, it's killing me.
Take me till my neck
That,
breaks.
yeah. With this one, I just see kind of like he is like changing up. He's like basically changing up in a bad way. Like he recognizes he's like being ignorant. He realizes that he's changing up for the bad. And that's not how I kind of see it or whatever. But this song honestly is just awesome, and I love it. So.
AJ.
Hey, alright. This song right here was actually pretty good. Like, okay, I feel like this song was not really like heavy and worthy, but it's still really good, dude. I agree. Like, I feel like from that Batman news that I just absolutely freaked out for no reason. I don't even know who the person is, but that's cool, to be honest. But
Okay.
Julian
Sorry,
got
man.
offended.
You don't know Michael Keaton? All right. It's
I
all
don't know a lot of actors, man. But anyways,
You know
like I
what?
was saying, but that's cool. He's back in Batman series. That's cool. But anyways, but what I'm gonna say about the song is this song was pretty good.
And Jaden.
Oh, okay.
Man,
Oh my fucking god! Fuck you, Alexa.
what happened?
AJ.
Wait,
Is
is it bedtime? Is it
No!
bedtime for AJ?
All right, I'm gonna beat you up
It's
now, Alexa.
bedtime for AJ.
Alexa likes Beartooth.
No, it's bedtime for AJ. That's the problem. It's bedtime for AJ.
Is that what the alarm is for? Bedtime? Sleepy
No,
bye.
not that time for me. Someone to ring the fucking door.
AJ, you go.
Ouch.
Okay, I'll just do this. But, yeah, this song was okay. It was decent. I enjoyed it. It had some good sounds.
Okay.
It was good.
Yes. Okay, we get it. Let's go ahead and move. This next song, oh boy.
know.
Oh no.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you were. Sorry.
Ouch.
No.
So many people
Wow,
are.
Julian!
Shut the
We do have a
fuck
lot
up.
of people in here. That is true.
There's too many fucking people in here. Maddie, you go.
Okay. I mean, there's the obvious of like we talked about the ignorance in life, and I feel like, it's kind of like you're feeling drained from all of the ignorance in your life, not just people, but just like in general. And there's also wanting an out, and I feel like that's a definite theme within this album is wanting an out from the world or life, but not knowing if you can do it or wanting the answers as to why you're staying and this, that, and the other. I also do like the collection of lyrics where it's I haven't seen the sun in a week and it's killing me and all of that. And I feel like it's very relevant to how depression is, and I like that. And again, that's always been one of the things that I love about Beartooth and Caleb is that he isn't afraid to talk about it and be so open. Whereas back in, this came out in 2014.
What the fuck is that?
This album
Jesus.
it came out in 2014, and you wouldn't have really seen a lot of bands talking about a subject like this. So that's why I think that a lot of people really loved this album a lot, was because it was such a new thing at that time.
Yeah.
And I feel like since then, it's really brought out a lot of bands talking about heavy subjects and telling their stories of what they've been through or things that friends or family have been through. And I really, really love that.
Yeah, that's
I
why.
also enjoy the back and forth between the unclean vocals, the high ignorances.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Because like that whole subject matter was like, you're right, that was a new thing, really. Because before that, we had bands like fucking Theory of a Dead Man and Nickelback and Hinder talking about like sects and parties.
Never made it as a wise man.
Shut up.
You know he couldn't cut it as a poor man. Okay, yeah, never mind. Sorry.
Please, no Nickelback in this episode. Never will. We'll.
You also said no more
We'll
puns,
never
so I
call
broke
it
the rule.
Nickelback.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So, wait, aren't we reviewing a Nickelback album for Bad Albums Month?
I'm
Yes.
I think we are.
Yeah,
That's
I
amazing
think
if
we
we
are.
are.
It was
Fuck, we're
no
reviewing.
fixed address.
We're reviewing.
It's no fixed address. That's what it was.
That's right. No fix. All right. Well, Maddie's not gonna be on that episode. I can tell. But this next song.
No.
I'm in. I'll do
At
it.
least we're gonna review
Come on,
Stagecamp's new
Maddie.
album.
Yeah. Next
Nickelback
up,
is.
No.
Next up is I Have a Problem. Here we go. Woo! I got Maddie's attention and I said, Maddie, you know what to do. Yeah. So Maddie, you go first. What did you think of I Have a Problem?
I mean, there's the obvious, especially with the part of substance therapy, and we have talked about, Caleb and his alcoholism and stuff that he has struggled with in the past. And I really enjoy the fact that this song was so good that he put it on the Sick EP, but also put it on their debut album.
Yeah.
And there's two stories I have. I remember one time his wife had posted on her Instagram about how Caleb showed her this song, and she knew that Beartooth was going to be a great thing for him. I believe this was the first song he may have written. Don't quote me on that. I don't know.
I think it was one of the first few. Yeah.
Yeah. And a little story time. When I saw this band for the first time back in 2018, I got the opportunity. I didn't get to go on stage, but I got the opportunity to scream this song back and forth with Caleb.
That's fucking
I
sick.
think you're muted.
That's awesome.
Just like I'm muted.
Why you always gotta?
Microphone.
Okay.
He would put the microphone to him, and then he'd put it back at me. And then
Oh,
he'd put it back
shit.
to him.
Okay, that's
It
tough.
was really, really cool.
Lucky.
That's all.
No singers ever do that to me. Okay. Continue.
Shit.
That was all I had to say.
Oh, that's all you have to say? Okay.
That's all I had to say.
Mantra. I guess you can go.
Don't even really need to wave a flag that obviously this is a subject that is a very, very unique form of suffering, and any sort of material that's made about this subject, be it visual or music or auditorial, it's hard. No matter what perspective you are in, be it outside of the bottle or downing it, you are always going to see some sort of pain with it. And even the actual like composition of the music sounds painful at parts. It sounds like retching, like somebody actually like vomiting. It sounds like pain. So the fact that he actually had a vessel that could like he could pour into to communicate almost as like admonitions to these people dealing with similar addiction problems was honestly like a really great thing for him, because it almost was like a way for himself to realize, okay, I'm smart enough to know that I'm better than this and that I can combat this. I'll do it after another drink, because that's just easy. But this song is basically admitting that this thing is bigger than me and I have to get it off of me. A hard subject to write about, especially right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucas.
What just said, it's definitely a hard subject, and again, this one, I think it was the first song. I think when he got off of that.
The first single, yeah, you're right.
The first single, and with this one, he expresses, hey, I have this. I'm not gonna make a point. I have this problem of like, hey, I have this whole thing going on with me. I know the thing is like bigger than me. Like I know. Well, that's it. I'm not making no puns or anything. Okay.
No. Julian and I just sent something to Julian. I'm paying attention. I promise.
Oh my god.
See, I want to stop saying I need to be pissed off anymore. Anyways, what I was gonna say, it's like, hey, it's like I have this like big top problem going on, and I don't know how to like start it off. He like knows this problem, and it's like with relapse, it's like he's in on the cycle, and he realizes with the tied in with this one, it's like I have this problem. I need to figure out, how to do this, like how to get out of the cycle. And with this one, I think it's, and it's a big subject with addiction because a lot of people go for it. A lot of people go for addiction. And again, I always say to people, not always say that, but with addiction it's never too late to get some help. It's never too late to get some help because when getting some help, whatever, it's gonna help you in the wrong one because keep on doing that, it's gonna mess you up. Not just physically, mentally. No, you could have alcohol seizures. You can have, a lot of things mess up your liver as well. But with this one, it's just like a top problem trying to figure yourself out. And he's like trying to get back. Because how long care this like what, less than a year?
Less than a year now.
It's over almost a year, yeah. I think April will be a year.
So was it before Aggressive came out? Not Aggressive. What was it?
It was last year.
It was like right around the time Below was like they released in their first.
It was when Below was getting announced.
Yeah, like right when the first.
Just around the end of 2020.
No, the beginning of 2020.
Thank you.
Aggressive came. Or
no,
was it the different way?
2021, Maddie.
Just so you know, if Madi corrects anyone, she's right. She's right automatically. Just so you know.
Caleb was drinking. during one of the live streams. That's because when he was drinking during the first live stream for Devastation, he announced the name of the album on accident.
Oh, that's
Anyway.
So
right.
it was right
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that he stopped drinking.
So yeah, that's right. So that was like directly like
It
last
was
year.
literally right
And
after.
publicly, it seemed like it was okay because Red Bull Records tweeted out and they even were in the chat. But in reality, somebody was still pissed about that. I mean, that's probably well. I'm not blaming Caleb and I'm not mad at him. I'm just saying, like, if you think about it
He's
from
so
like
excited.
that yeah, I know, yeah, definitely. And I don't really know why somebody would be cross with this, but I mean, for some reason, somebody out there was probably like, "Oh, Caleb," and that got to him. So my guess is maybe that's what maybe inspired him to like withdraw on that, as well as just weight loss, better taste. You can smell better, apparently, like, and your sense of smells better. But anyway,
I think it was more so just how he was feeling. I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that he accidentally leaked it, because I don't think anyone was mad. Because if they were mad, they wouldn't have put out the video that they put out. I think it was just so Caleb could feel better overall as a person.
Yeah. I don't think it had anything to do with him leaking the album by accident.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was that.
probably not. Yeah. I'm agreeing now, and honestly, this is always a good environment to learn in, to be honest, because you guys know a lot about the industry and names, years.
We know like too much, in my opinion.
You have Hot Topic's entire inventory behind you, my guy. I trust most of your judgments, if not all. The answer is all. The answer is all, by the way.
He was
But now we just need like a zoom in of Julian like
Just like-
bouncing in through a Hot Topic screen for TikTok.
No, a TikTok that
Who's
Julian
still
should
not done
do.
yet?
Well, oh yeah, that's a good question. We should let's stay on subject. I'll save the thought, Julian. It's funny, trust me.
TikTok. Hey, mom, can we go to a Hot Topic? We have Hot Topic at home. Hot Topic at home.
Hot Topic at home.
Low key,
So
yeah,
for
that
the
actually was the
song,
meme.
That was really good. I love the sounds of this song. The instrumentals were really good here.
And finally, Jaden.
What's the song title?
I have a
problem.
No pun intended. I do not have a problem with this song.
Jaden. We literally said no more puns.
Ouch.
The
Sorry,
No pun intended was
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that's what you get. For it.
I think you forgot somebody.
Yeah, you go. Go ahead, AJ.
When I thought about the song, this song was actually pretty good, and I really liked it. I loved everything.
Same
about
thought every time.
Same.
God.
It's always an honest thought, though. It's always a genuine, honest thought.
True.
I'm gonna call AJ Mr. Missionary now. Can you say the same shit over and over again?
I was trying to be encouraging, but okay, damn.
Damn.
Ow.
Man.
AJ, be yourself, man. Be yourself, AJ.
I'm
Fuck,
just kidding, I'm just
Calling AJ a basic bitch.
fuck these hoes. Be yourself. Fuck these hoes.
AJ.
Wow!
AJ, be yourself. You're beautiful. Be yourself.
Did you hear what
You're
I
beautiful.
said?
No.
No. What did you say?
You're handsome, so
And we gotta go to the next song.
Matt,
yeah,
anyway,
please.
What?
what'd you say?
Monster said, "Fuck these hoes," and I said, "Okay, if you insist."
I mean, hey, you do you, fam. You do you, boo.
Yeah, you do you. And the
So the next
And
song,
the next song is called One More.
yes,
This is a good one.
One more host.
Sheesh.
Don't do that. You know what, Monster? You go first.
I shush you and then you banish me to the front of the line. Okay, sure.
Yeah, bitch.
So Maddie and I actually had a funny discussion about this song because Well, I'm not going to give away the details she knows because there's something cool about this song that she knows that we learned from Cameron. Not Cameron, Brandon.
No,
From Brandon.
Brandon.
I got it. I got it right the second time. I get at least one other try. Okay, I got it. I got Brandon at least. But the thing I like about this song though is that the irony of it is it's called One More because the label wanted one more song on the album before its release. So he just called it One More to be like, dude, fuck you. Here's one more. Imagine you get a package that's like, hey, Beartooth dropped off the demo for the song that they need for the album, and it said that. I'd be like, bro, they didn't. I would have lost my shit. But to me, it's awesome because it's going back to the rock and roll roots of rebellion, which is like stick it to the man, give him one more. Not thematically with how the song is, but that's the reason why he wrote it, just to be like, yeah, you get one more song.
Yeah,
But anyway,
yeah. They never played this live, do they?
they don't really, but I think they did
No.
maybe like I could count on one hand, maybe. I don't think it's been recorded.
Well, I think
But I'm just guessing.
they don't play it live because of the label.
Yeah, my guess is in the early days you could probably go to a show and they would play it on a set, but they also don't have like a lot of live footage, I think, of like this song in general, because each individual song and like a band's discography on YouTube, most of the time with like Vivo videos, those are normally the things that you can find. But with Beartooth, they have those. The older ones just have like either audio or like of actual video. It just depends. It really just depends.
God, I forgot about Vivo.
Yeah, Vivo forgets about itself. Baton to next person.
Jason.
I'm rude, I know. Poor Vivo.
Right
Yeah.
on.
So yeah, this is another standout. This and In Between are two of my standouts.
For sure. Jaden.
I was going to ask what the song meant, but Munch already mentioned it already.
Yes, that's his job.
Well,
Basically you're telling me they were being petty with it towards their label, right?
kinda, yeah. In a way, yeah. They were basically just tired, and my guess is this was like maybe like one of the last songs, or maybe one of like the top 6 they recorded, and they were tired. So they were like, "You need 12," and my guess he had a decent amount recorded while he was like recording it at the studio. So my guess is this was another one that was thrown onto the last half. See, Maddie's making faces because she knows. I don't know, Maddie. That's when you chime in and say, "Hey, that's when you're wrong. Tell me I'm wrong,
just waiting
please."
For my turn.
This is your territory. Please go.
I'm
Please go.
patient.
That's good though.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But Manny, now you can go. Hey, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, who am I to tell you to talk?
Just wait my turn.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty much the meaning of the song. Is that it was the last song, written for the album. It wasn't what Monster was saying. Brandon literally said it was the last song.
Oh,
For the
okay. It was
album.
the last song. Okay.
The last riff.
Obviously, I really fucking love this song, and the reason why I love it so much is anytime I've seen them live, anytime, when they go out and then before they do their encore, their last song or whatever, instead of people saying one more, people literally start singing this song.
Which is cool.
Yeah,
And
they
it gets the crowd fucking going, and it's probably one of my favorite moments of seeing Beartooth live. Is
Queen
just
moment.
The energy of that crowd and how much love in that room for that band there is it warms my heart, and I fucking love it so much.
There's nothing better than a Beartooth crowd, honestly. Like
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Here's the thing with me. I've only seen Beartooth live at festivals. Those are the only times I've seen it.
Oh my
I've never been
God.
able. I was going to see them on their Disease tour with Knocked Loose and Siler.
I saw them then. That's when I saw them. That was a good tour.
Listen, they were coming to a place called Pops in Sauget, Illinois, which is where I'm going to see a couple concerts here. But the winter weather was bad that day.
Yeah, that sounds like an impediment.
So I was pissed that I missed, and that was one of my
Yeah.
albums of the year that year. So, God, but yeah, it sucks I missed it. Lucas,
Yeah, so with this one, I kind of looked at it like, okay, so um, I just guess it's kind of like, okay, one more song, we just get out of the way or whatever. But with this one, honestly, uh, it's definitely not the strongest to me. Definitely not for me, honestly, a standout. Because there's a lot of standouts I do have. I think for my standout right now, my personal standout is Being the Lips and Body
Yeah.
Count. But this one, it's actually pretty good because it's just like, okay, we could do one more. It's kind of have that resistance to do kind of like, you know what? Let's just do one more song and see what happens. And you know what? Honestly, it worked out. I feel like that could have been at least the last song of the album. I think it could have been appropriate. Make that.
I'll agree with that.
No,
I'll agree with that most definitely.
Yeah, have that, just like one song or whatever the title name is. Like have that the last song, and you end it off there. But understand, with the last song we're not gonna get into. I understand why they went that route. So, yeah.
Definitely.
And finally, AJ.
JFA.
Oh man. I can kind of agree with Lucas, and I can agree with all of you. I feel like this song was a little bit of a last minute thing because obviously they recorded most of the songs, and then probably the producers are like, yo, give me one more song, please, from the album.
We don't like the number 11. That's what they said.
Yeah, do you not like the 11th? Do you like 11 songs? Good God.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're
fans, evens, not odds. That's a
I
math
bet they
trick.
would even out the numbers of the songs of the album, but which makes sense. But I feel like this kind of was a last minute song, and I feel like this one was not my favorite out of it. I can agree with Lucas. I think this one is not really my favorite off the album because I like the song and all, but it's just not really my favorite. You know what I mean? It's not it's kind of the last minute thing, But it sounds really good because all the members killed it and all that. So yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah, actually, fun fact. This was Caleb's first record that he made with just him as the main consistent member, and then the actual touring members came along afterwards in process. But I think Ashi's been a part of the process since this record's been released.
Since day one, yeah.
I got
maybe earlier.
I don't know about that. I know Caleb said that he had a part in some of the writing for Below. I don't know about Disease, but I would have to look into Aggressive, but I'll have to check
He, I think, has Ashi's name on the back of Disease, so I think he definitely helped him out with
He definitely has had a play recently, yeah.
Yeah, this album, I think he may have been on a few tracks, but I'm just guessing. I don't actually know. Plus, I don't want to leave Frame the check because I left to go to the bathroom in the middle of an audiobook podcast, whatever. You get the idea.
Okay.
I have a question. So when did Beartooth actually formed?
2012, while Caleb was still on Attack. And they originally were not called Beartooth. They were called either The Noise or Noise. And they changed it due to legalities because there was another band with the same name and they didn't want to have to go through a lawsuit. So their bassist at the time, Nick Reed, lived on Beartooth Court. And that's how they got the name Beartooth. But they didn't officially release anything until 2013.
Pretty sure that Mrs. Shomo also released an Instagram post of the street sign that the name was influenced by. She actually walked by it or something and posted about it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I want to say a nickel and change ago, probably a while
with
ago.
Madi. They know everything.
Yeah.
Maddie knows
Damn straight, you know everything. Anyway.
Maddie is that one person that'll pass a Beartooth quiz and get
the Tooth Encyclopedia, for sure.
Yeah.
Maddie writes a book about Beartooth. Writes a biography about Beartooth.
I can start giving off fun facts if you want.
Oh,
after
boy.
each song.
All right. Yeah. Well, that doesn't count. We have to give. Well, it all depends on how many tooths we give it. Anyway, let's move on to the next song. This next song. Oh, this next song is called "Me in My Own Head."
All
This
right.
one's a good.
That was "Me in My Own Head"
Oh.
by Tooth. Maddie,
That
you
it
go.
was.
Okay.
The Bears are tooth.
I feel like this song is just like if you're frustrated with like feeling just like so down, or like, you know, sometimes when you're depressed, like you get so frustrated because sometimes you don't know how to feel and you don't know the feeling of it and this, that, and the other. But I feel like this song is just such a great way to get that frustration out. Like, just put on this song and just fucking sing, scream, cry, do whatever you gotta do. But this is definitely that type of song to do it to. I mean, just off the title alone, Me in My Own Head obviously is like getting stuck in your own head with the scary thoughts and overthinking everything that you've ever done in your life or just life in general.
Oh.
And again, with the theme of this album is just wanting an out of life. And I just love this song so fucking much. So much.
And this song loves you. This whole album loves everyone. This album loves
It does.
everybody.
This album is my healing, basically.
Yeah. Lucas, matter of fact, you go on ahead.
Yeah, with this one, I like this one because, you know, it's like one word that stuck out to me. And it reminds me of, you know, a lot of what Madi just said, you know, kind of like you don't know how to feel with your it's kind of the start of it. You just don't know how to feel with your depression going on. Like, you don't know how deep this rabbit hole will go. The word that stood out to me the most is like I may never know just how deep rabbit hole goes. Like, he's like basically unsure of how long he's not going to seek help for his depression. And you know what? That's a tough thing to do for seek for help, because, you know, to seek help, you know, and I feel that with depression. You know, depression it's hard to seek out. It's common, but, you know, it's hard to seek out. You know, and it's great. And honestly, but with this relatable, and it's like you kind of overthink everything. And, you know, I feel that. I feel what Caleb feels right now, because it's like having the overthinking thoughts, which I'm an overthinker. Thank you, wife. And also have, you know, like these spots, like you like stuck with these scary thoughts, like Madi said, and it's like it's difficult. It's difficult because you don't know how to get out of this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You know, you feel like you're trapped in this rabbit hole, and you feel like you get eaten up by it. Well, how I describe it is basically a little cricket getting attacked by a trapdoor spider. That's how I describe it, because it's like walking with your wife, and then the trapdoor spider your depression, and it is like get you down the rabbit hole what the trapdoor does. That's how I see it. And
I agree.
Again, I'm gonna say, I keep on saying that, like I get props to Carol for, you know, actually, you know, getting himself in a good place of mind. And Caleb, if you somehow watch this, we appreciate you.
We really do.
With the bottom of our hearts, we do.
Jaden.
All of it. He's disappeared.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, back.
Damn.
I really like the instrumentals. Woke me up.
Damn, what you were sleeping on AJ.
Hello. Anyways, this song right here was actually pretty good. I can agree with Mantra over here. Like, I can see why this is like his favorite song, and I can really agree because like, oh my god, it's the riffs and everything is fucking amazing, and I can agree most of you guys. Like, I think the song was really really good. Like, this could be my favorite too, man. One of my favorites, and could be one of my standouts as well.
Yeah, my favorite is actually Body Bag, but honestly, Me in My Own Head hits a really close second for me. So it's still a really good track. Excellent work from Caleb.
Absolutely.
Excellent. You get it? A, get an excellent.
Shut up, AJ.
Scramble.
Jason.
You sticked him up.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
you just said
I like
Jason.
this one.
You sicked him up. Oh my god. I got so shook from how fast Jason was responding. Oh my god. You quick with that thing.
Yeah, thanks.
Dynamic.
Yeah, I really like this one. There are a lot of sounds made by a group of individuals.
Okay, Evan.
Sounds like a
and
band.
The lyrics were sung by Caleb Shomo, a great vocalist. And with the way it affected my eardrums, I can say that it's absolutely good.
I thought you were gonna pull an Anthony Fantano and be like, I give it a strong 6. I'm just be like, bruh.
Yeah. Mantra, you go.
Well, to me, Me in My Own Head has a really good example of honestly like a really well written riff, which to me, this is how somebody taught it to me, because this is how bass lines are written too. It's like a triangle. So it starts at the beginning, it climbs, it falls, and then it goes back to the beginning. This riff is a good example of that because of how it's written, because it's like going high, it's going low, and then it goes back to the beginning. It retraces its steps. And this song is well written because of the fact that it shows that Caleb has written songs. It's an example of like, hey, not even like him saying this, but from what I can gather, like this is a mature writer. This is somebody that is experienced. Jason, I'm gonna kick your ass. But no, it's just a good example of like mature songwriting, especially like when you're in an industry where like you're constantly hounded by people with criticisms of not being good enough for a stage or being worthy of what you've earned. Like this song is a good example of like, hey, if you thought I was still a kid from my old band, this is how I write. That's what this song says to me. It's a really individualistic. Like if this was a single, which I don't think it was, that'd be cool as shit if it was. If this came out as a single, I'd be shook. Be so shook.
Yes.
Anyway, Me in My Own Head, amazing number 9. Amazing track.
All right. Well, we have 2 more songs. Well, 3 more songs because we're listening to one of them already again.
Yes.
Next song is called "Keep Your American Dream."
You ain't slick, Maddie.
You ain't slick. You ain't Slim Shady slick. No.
Slick Shady.
Slick Shady.
Why did I just imagine like an entire?
Maddie.
I just imagine an entire fedora dipped in hand gel.
Maddie. I see that look.
Maddie, you go first now.
What
I'm
happened? What'd you
fucking
do?
Horrified. I am I'll send
Jaden, what did you send to Maddie?
No one sent me anything. I'll send it after.
Gotcha.
So I really love the song. I think some of the stuff that kind of sticks out to me is definitely the growing up so quick lyric. I definitely had to do that at the ripe age of 12. Having to deal with the shit that I dealt with and having to kind of face things that a 12-year-old should not have to deal with. There's also the facing reality. So that is another thing that, I mean, a lot of people struggle with, facing reality and kind of pulling yourself out of the depressive state that you're in. That's another line that stuck out to me, and I kind of related with that. And just overall dealing with the hardships of life. I mean, that's just how life is. This song really speaks on that, and I think my favorite part of the song is the lyric "hardly working at all," and just the mix between the clean and unclean vocals on that part. Phenomenal. Caleb did just a phenomenal job on that.
Intentionally too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mantra.
This song is obviously it's almost like an identifying insult to how this entire country and borderline world pretty much works. Because, in this life you have to work. And so, like, when you're young and when you're at a point where you don't really understand how the world works, it's kind of jarring to, like, be thrown into, like, a life where you can't just live and you have to pay to live. Like, people sometimes ask themselves that question. But for me, this song is like, I don't want to sell you my childhood or what I, like, cherish in order to make money and be good at the game or to, like, get a lot of, like, cash, So, in my opinion, this song is almost like not giving up on who you are and not selling your soul for, like, a job. Because some people do that. Some people go really deep into, like, an occupation or a passion that they have. The next thing you know them. They change. They become a completely different person. Not even just an example. Hell, friends do it all the time sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyway, American Dream to me overall, like I said, it's just stating the obvious that you can keep your American dream because it's kind of a shitty dream to have, to be honest with you.
Keep the American dream. Shut up your ass.
Yep. We got an educated crew here. All right, next person. Baton.
Next up is Jaden. And what did that do?
Horrifying.
You're muted, Jaden.
Good.
I still appreciated the clap.
What the
Oh.
fuck is that?
You could do it again.
Go look at the MoshCast chat.
What the hell?
Wait,
at
what?
I'll peek later.
Yeah,
I'll peek later. I'm not trying to stay
Oh, what the
distracted
hell
for
is
this
that?
shit. My God.
Stay
I'm not
tuned.
looking. I will get distracted.
Good. Did Jaden go?
Yeah, he went.
Yeah, he
His
clapped.
clapping was
Oh,
his
okay.
response.
Well then, Lucas.
I'm gonna agree with this one. It's like what the mantra says, like not giving up on yourself and not sell your soul to some kind of job. Like you like keep up with your word. It's like, hey, you may have this, dream, whatever, or this American dream, but I'm gonna live the way I want to. Live like not necessarily my way, but kind of the way you want to live. And it's kind of like, hey, hey, and you may have this American dream, but you can shove it straight up your ass because I'm not gonna sell my soul to something that you want me to sell out to. And
Exactly.
people do that. People
Couldn't
sell
have said
out.
it better
Like,
myself,
people,
Lucas.
people sell out, and it sucks to see. Like there's good people, but they sell out.
Oh yeah,
Because of a job.
it's painful to see.
Seriously,
It's
they
painful.
tell all the time. I mean, look at Jared Leto.
Yeah,
I
Oh
don't want to
yeah.
look at Jared Leto.
I don't want to look at me either. I just
that's
want to
side eye. Maddie's side eye is so cold. Like, look up from your phone.
Oh, that is scary.
No, wait,
That
Maddie,
is scary.
Maddie, just look down at your phone and then just look up, like, without any expression.
This
No,
is
you
why
can't
I'm
think about it. You
What
can't
the
think about it.
heck, AJ?
I didn't.
Oh God.
What the?
No,
Oh,
see,
Okay,
that's
okay.
that's what I
no,
mean.
give me
That's
one.
the look.
So much happening in this episode.
Anyway, moving on.
But going back to what I was saying, it's like basically like keep up with your words. Like you can have your American dream, but I'm gonna stick to what I want to do. Like, and that's a good thing because it's a common thing to sell out. But no, people don't want to now because they want to stick to their word and be themselves, and they be that person that you were not necessarily raised to be, but the person you want to be. Because no matter how many times you want to sell out your soul, there's always that little person, a little part of your heart that wants to come out.
Oh yeah. Or there's a Pringles cannon substitute of your soul, and when you give it to Satan, he gets confused and kicks you out of his car. Yeah, kind of a weird talk. Who's next?
What?
I'll just go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. A pretty good song and a pretty relatable one. Like I have a dream too. So.
Yeah.
And it's not a pun. Okay. I understand the
know
rule
it's
for this
not a pun.
episode.
And
Yeah,
and
I liked it. It
I
had
get-
some good sounds.
AJ, you go.
And
Okay.
I know what he's gonna say.
Listen.
Yeah, great song, man. I'm surprised how good this is.
Let him say it again.
The impression is spot on. Beautiful.
Hold on.
All right. Anyways, but
Oh.
like I was about to say, that this was a great song, of course, and yeah, this could be very true. Like everyone here has a dream, pretty.
Lucas, what are you doing?
He enjoys
Yeah,
it.
I think it's a great song though, and it's a fact too.
That is a
That
fact.
is so shocking.
Oh my
Lucas, what did you
God.
do?
Anyway, let's move on to the next song. It's called
Yeah.
D-E-A-D, Dead.
Bet.
And that was Dead.
That was quick.
That was quick. That was
You know
quick.
why? Because it's a punk song, motherfucker.
Punk songs are usually short. And-
Yes.
Something Machine Gun Kelly knows nothing about. Maddie,
Shots
you.
fired.
Hey, I don't care if shots are fired. He sucks. Maddie, you go.
I mean,
Fun.
so I kind of interpreted a couple different things. So one is like, you're kind of like self-reflecting on your life. And it's kind of like this is not the way that your life should have gone. You didn't picture your life being this way and this, that, and the other, and all of that. Another one was, you don't want to be like the shitty people in your life. You want to be better than them. And then there was the things that you've done in the past do not define who you are today. And I think all three of those messages are very relevant for things that a lot of people feel even today.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
think that
yeah.
the song also has aged really, really well. So
For sure. AJ.
Great song,
Lucas wanted to
man.
go.
This one, I feel like this one was a little quick, to be honest, because
That's punk.
I don't know, man. I think this one is not my favorite either. I mean, like that. I think that one song I said before.
What?
That was definitely not my favorite, but this one right here was absolutely not my favorite. It's very quick. It is a little bit punky, you know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
feel like
Lucas
this
is
song,
about to throw
it's
hands.
alright for the best. So
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw some hands.
Lucas about to do the fucking like warm up clap where you rub your hands together and then slap them on the back of the neck.
oh no.
I like that
Don't
kid
do
on
this.
TikTok. Like the kid on TikTok.
Don't
It's the guy from Fortnite. I'm about to throw hands with the
Don't
child.
do this.
I'm about to throw hands with a child.
Oh,
God.
that I can't put my hands on a child named AJ. I can't do that. So never
Oh my
Yeah, you
God.
cannot put your hands on a
Well, you go ahead
Anyway,
with the song.
Okay. The way I
You sound
maybe
like,
AJ will quit.
you sound like Butthead
Maybe
from
AJ.
Butthead when you laugh, Mantra.
hey beavis.
God.
Hey beavis. Hey beavis.
But the way I interpret the song is kind of I tied it in with the the past that he has. He doesn't want to have that kind of reputation no more. He wants to be done with reputation. It reminds me of basically the past is dead in a way, because it's like he wants to basically kill the past. He's like, you're dead to me. I don't want you back no more. He gets all these like dead weights off his shoulders, like get the alcohol and drugs abuse off of him. He wants to get all the bad people in his life off of his shoulders. He wants to get all these things off, and I relate to that. Hell, I am a senior year of high school, and I feel that I want to get all these people and all this weight out of my life, because I'm gonna be honest. Those people moving on school, you're dead to me. You're fucking dead to me. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it right now, because
I feel
you're
that.
not gonna be used in the real life, not in the real life, but not used in my long time. Hell, I can remember you in a fucking year.
See, that's the
Okay.
joy of having things like that, though, in your life, because then you can cherish the people in your life that didn't treat you like that, and the memories that you build with
Exactly.
those people are even more cherishable.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's just like Caleb was kind of like reflecting. Is like he realizes what he has done. He wants to make that leap of faith, that big kind of like change, and it's like that's why the below came. And I feel like honestly, below and this one is kind of tied in a bit because we really kind of look at it, it aged pretty well with the way it was.
Indeed.
And honestly, this is definitely my top three. Honestly, because just the way it's just like a way to a lot of people, and that's why I like Beartooth because like it relates to a lot of people that deal with it. That's why I like it because they deal with the same not necessarily the same thing I went through, but it's relatable. You know, and it's like to me, it's like the song is like get all this shit off your shoulders and start a new life and start a way you want to start, and basically you want to be a better person and a bigger person, and bigger things are coming by. That's how
Heck
I
yeah.
see it.
Who hasn't gone? Mantra hasn't gone. Mantra, have you gone?
No, I haven't. I actually was listening in depth to what everyone else was saying. That was well spoken,
You
Lucas.
go ahead and go.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Dead, I think, has like a really good like. It's funny how like this song and a lot of I call them the dead titles because a lot of these songs have the word dead or like overall is like themed around someone being dead to me. So I just call them the dead titles in the multiple Beartooth albums they exist on. But here's what I notice. Each Dead song evolves. Like it gets better. Like this one is my favorite because it's like the first Dead song. Then there's Always Dead off Aggressive. Then there's wait, which one's off Disease? Which one's off
There's
Disease?
none on disease.
There's
Then
no.
it goes straight to The Past is Dead. So it skips the cycle. But anyway, I noticed that like each time you listen to like a Dead track on whatever album it is, it's amazing. And this one to me is really great because of the fact that like it's another punk homage. It's built around the drum beat actually, because this song starts out with the drums and bass, which is a really bold thing to start a song on. The thing that wraps it together, though, to be honest with you, that's like my favorite, are the pauses. That is where Beartooth's strength really lies, because of the fact that like a really well-timed silence can make something really fucking massive. Like the drops in this one are great because it doesn't even take you by the neck or anything. It literally just throws you into the pit. I need water. Good Lord.
Yes.
That is what I have to say. Good Lord.
Jaden, did you go?
Is it dying?
Oh.
Okay.
But I want to say one thing about it. People have the punk song is always going to be quick, But that's the thing about it. I noticed I've listened to a lot of punk things, and it's always going to be quick. So again, you gotta brace yourself for everything. It's going to end just like that. So brace yourself, motherfucker.
Yes. And
Oh,
Jason.
What?
my right off the song already.
Pretty cool short song. So yeah, it's cool.
Okay. And I think that was everyone. Did AJ go? He went. Yeah. But I'm curious. Do we want to the in between now, or do we want to?
We'll do it. We'll just say our thoughts and we'll listen to it again after we record. If people really want to listen to it again.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Let's just get to like the ratings, I guess.
Yeah, but for folks, we're going to talk about why we're not listening to the last song. So, Madi, please, if you will.
So at least for me personally, this song brings back some pretty bad memories of 2 years ago. Some of you may know what happened. I won't go into detail because it is a lot to get into. I know I've talked about it with Mantra and Julian specifically. But this song is very, very dark. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, Caleb cries during the recording. He has said in a Twitch stream that he kind of wishes it wasn't on an album because of how dark the matter of the song is, and it was done in one take, and you can just feel the raw emotion of it. If one does wish to listen to this song, I do give the warning that it is a very dark song, and to go into it with that knowledge, and you have been warned. But usually when we talk about dark songs on here, we talk about some other stuff that goes with it. I mean, for me personally, and this goes for anyone in this call, my DMs are open always, again, to talk about what's going on in your life, or even to just get your mind off of it. Like, if you want to play games, send memes, like whatever, like I am here. My DMs are open. I have been through some shit in my life, so I can try my best, and that is all I can give, is to just try my best to be
She'll
there
kick your ass in
for
golf too.
anyone.
She'll play golf
Yes,
with you and kick your ass.
But your life matters. You're beautiful. You're all loved. You're all valued. You have people in your life that love you and want you around. So that's all I have to say. I don't know if Julian wanted to say anything, but
Thank you, Maddie.
or if anybody else did.
Oh, wow.
I will go ahead. Honestly with this one. So again, what Madi said. Again, my DMs is always open as well. Again, all of us here, are in this together. Like we all of us here are a team, and
I like that mentality.
All of us, have same things to go through. Like none of you guys are alone of what you go through, because some of us here may wait as well. Again, we may not know right away, but we will try our best to help you guys out, because you guys have a big life ahead of you, because you guys are made for a reason, to make a difference in this world that we live in. Even though this world has been very cold as of recently, all the war that's going on in this world. But with that being said, you can make that difference as well. Again, you may not know your starting point or whatever like that, but again, it's always a good journey. Like look at Caleb, like he has, grown. Like you guys also can grow as well. But you just gotta, that one song right there. Remember, you gotta put faith in yourself. You gotta put faith in you to find yourself.
Have faith in
And-
me. Yeah.
Yeah, have faith in me. There you go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, like, my DMs is open. All of our DMs is open for any help you guys need, because mental health matters. All of us here matter, and your feelings are valid, because we need people that are soundboards and outlets in this world, and we need those people that are basically going to be the helpers and the healers. And we got people like you with us, and we're here for you guys. We definitely are. And my
Thank you,
best here,
Lucas.
we're here. We're basically family. We may not see it behind the scenes, or whatever, but we're here a family. We all love each other, and we treat this with all respect and love. Even though I get on AJ, even though I get on Madi, I get on Julian a lot of times, I get Jason a lot of times, Jaden a lot of times. But I still welcome, because this is right here, my family.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
right here.
My
focus right.
yeah, and last thing I want to say is, like, on Saturday, I'm posting a TikTok that is, I don't think I've announced this, but this Saturday is the 1 year anniversary of the day I almost took my own life.
Really.
Oh,
Really,
Mm-hmm.
really.
Julian, I'm so sorry.
For anyone that may or may not know, that I posted the whole story in November. This was during like Men's Mental Health Month, and Jaden, yeah, we talked about this before, and I was going through a very shitty time last February. I just hated everything, and for you guys, like for Madi, Beartooth was the band that helped her. For Matra, it could have been any band or any artist, but for me, that was Conquer Divide. Conquer Divide saved my fucking life.
Yeah.
And the fact that we had them on the podcast and I got to talk with them made me so fucking happy. And I regret not telling them how much they really mean to me. Hopefully the post that I post on Saturday kind of gets it across, and I hope they do see it because I'm posting on Instagram as well. And I know Maddie said she would share it. But but I just want everyone to know, like, you are not alone. You're never, ever alone. We are all always here for you guys. And we're always going to be here for you guys. You may just know us from this podcast, just some crazy, goofy motherfuckers. But, yes, we may still be that, but we may be that behind the scenes, but we'll get serious if we need to. We'll talk about
Shit.
Yeah. I'll
Shit,
stop
this
my
the right
pants.
tribe then.
We are. I think I can speak for all of us. We're open books when it comes to certain shit. So, again, I'm with Maddie and I'm with Lucas. If you ever need to talk, hit me up. I'm here for everyone, for sure. And yeah, and to everyone in this call, I love you guys. Like, I genuinely mean that. I love all of you.
Love you too, Julian.
Me too, man.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna like
Jaden?
you have grown a lot, dude.
Jaden has something to say.
What's up?
What my life would be right now if I had met you, Julian. And I'm happy that you're still here because, boy, I wouldn't know what to do had you would have done what you have done. And I met the rest of you guys through Julian, so he basically put me on the podcast. So now part of this one, Cinematic Analysis, and Crash and Burn.
That's right.
Yeah. 10 years. Me and Jaden have been friends for 10 years.
Hell yeah.
That's insane. That makes me. I feel like that makes me and Jaden feel very fucking old. But like, I'm just gonna say this right now. Like Jaden, hands down, is one of the coolest friends I've ever had. Honestly, dude, I don't know where I'd be right now if I never met you, dude. We met at a fucking indoor pool because he overheard me talking about wrestling with my parents. And he was like, dude, you like wrestling? I like wrestling. And we started this whole bond. We just talked, and all of a sudden, like, both our parents exchanged numbers. And next thing you know, a week later, he's coming over to my house to watch Monday Night Raw.
Fuck yeah.
The longest running weekly episodic television show in history.
Yeah. Like, and we've been through a lot together. Like, he was there when I lost one of my dogs. He was there when I lost Murphy that day.
I got a little theory about that.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
Which we're not going to get into because, I will. I'm going to get into this right now because this bitch needs to be called out.
What?
Our next door neighbor had this dog that would jump our fence, and she said many times that she would call people to help get the fence locked, like, fixed. She never fucking did it. One morning, the dog jumps the fence and it attacks Murphy.
Oh,
and you want to know what happened?
Oh.
What happened?
Dog punctured Murphy's stomach, and that ended up killing him.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Jesus.
man. Damn.
That was my first time feeling genuine, like, I fucking hate you. Like, I fucking hate. Like, I was about ready to go over there and start throwing hands with the bitch. Like, she did not care. And and she was trying to pin the blame on us. Like, oh, you should have been watching your dogs. Bitch, you leave your dogs outside all the fucking time. And you want to know what's funny? Not like 3 months after that, she moved out. Because she didn't want to have to deal with the bullshit. Like, we were about to sue her. We're about to sue her and get that dog out of her fucking house.
Yeah, as it should. Clearly, it's
As it
not
should.
been tamed.
Here's the Murph. We took Murphy to the fucking vet. He survived. He survived like a good 3 days, and then the third day, we had to go and take him to get put down. And Jaden was there.
Jesus.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now. I know how it feels to lose a dog like
God.
that just because of
Jaden, going
Me
ahead.
too.
Wow.
I
Had
know how
that
it feels.
happened, I believe Murphy would still be alive now.
100% would have still been alive. Because like that dog, we got that dog in 2017. It was young. It was a young fucking dog.
Yeah.
And it got taken away from us because there's a word I want to say, but I'm not gonna fucking say it.
I know the
This
word
is
you're
why I
thinking
say
of,
that
and
some
I'll
people-
think it for you.
Yeah, you
That's
can.
why some people should not own dogs. And Julian, I have somewhat of a similar story like that. My dog never got attacked, thankfully, but the people behind us had 2 big dogs, and those dogs had puppies. Like, they kept a lot of them, if not all. So they had all of them in the backyard,
Oh.
and one of them just kept jumping the fence. And we would
Yeah.
tell them, you need to handle your dog. Like, my dog was like, she liked some other dogs, but not all of them. But Julian, dude, I'm so sorry. I can't even.
I can't even
I
imagine.
literally can't even imagine
That's
if
heartbreaking.
that actually happened to my dog.
I'm sorry for your loss.
And
Yeah,
you want to know
holy
what
shit.
happened? When my dad saw the dog, like he punted that fucking dog, and then that dog bit him right in the fucking hand, and now his hands fucked up because
Jesus
apparently
Christ, I would have definitely sued.
it bit like a
That's
certain nerve.
ridiculous.
And every now and then, like, and my dad like picks up something, he'll like drop it by accident. That's how fucked up his hand has gotten. It's not like that. It's been okay for like a couple of years now, but every now and then, it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
Every now and then, he'll like pick up something, and then all of a sudden he'll shake and he'll drop something. And it's all.
Well, what,
If I
like
was,
a nerve?
I'm sorry, if I was my parents, I would have sued the bitch. I would have sued the
Yes.
bitch and sued her for
shit.
everything she fucking had. But yeah,
Yeah.
Like Lucas wants to go.
go ahead, Lucas.
Julian, I know exactly how you feel, man. I'm a, I guess the story time with me too. I lost my dog with a tragic things as well. So I know exactly how you feel. I felt the rage you felt. Let me tell you the reason why. So it was 2020. Yeah, 2020, November. And I'm just calling somebody, calling a friend, whatever. And now I let my dog outside, Molly. I let Molly outside. Just running around, let her play outside, whatever, whatever. I talked to this girl, not like in a romantic way, whatever. But she wanted to figure something out. And I'm glad. And you know what? I regret that shit. I regret that shit because I accidentally left the gate open. And they both
Oh God.
got out. And then they decided, and then we had to look for them. Me and my dad got into a little argument about it. Me and having shoes. I didn't care much about that. Only thing I cared about was looking for them. And I legit was so pissed because I could have helped. But accidents happen. And you know what? I'm not gonna blame that girl for what I talked to, whatever. I'm not gonna do that because that's not a mature thing to do. But I'm glad I blocked her because not blocked her, but I'm glad I restricted her, blocked her, whatever, because she only used me for very therapy anyway, so fuck her anyways. But with that being said, we looked for them for a couple hours. We thought they went on this side of the road to my right. But they actually went on the other side of the road while the cars are. So then my dad was over there inside. I asked the neighbor where the dog's at. Have you seen him? Or whatever. Then a car hit my dog.
Jesus.
My car
God.
hit the
Jesus
dog
fuck.
and it killed her. So I know exactly how it feels, man. It killed her straight up instantly. And she was only 2 years old.
Oh my
Only 2.
God.
And the guy was that he didn't responsible or he didn't do nothing. He just swerved and just did this. Like no fucking remorse. And you know what? If whoever this motherfucker is that saw this, I'm gonna go up and fucking say it. If I find you, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm going to fucking kill you. for what you did.
Whoa.
I feel that. I fucking
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you killed my family. You killed one person that I played with a tennis ball. I've done everything with. And that was taken away from me because of that. And so I know exactly how you feel, man. And you know, it's been a year now. Which is crazy. It's been a year since this happened.
Let's go ahead and move on to the ratings. All right.
Yeah, please.
And then we'll listen to the in between one more time, and then we'll end the episode.
Yeah.
So, Lucas, what do you give Disgusting?
I personally think it's one of the second best of Beartooth records, hands down. I besides looking at that, which I will listen to eventually if I'm mature enough to do it. But I will say 11 out of 10 because of the way how this was made, which is perfection and a masterpiece in a way. And I appreciate this record. So
Absolutely. AJ.
Oh man, this album is getting a solid 10 tubes. 10 tubes. Because this album was really good. Even though there were some things that like they were a little bit off, but it's just a minority thing. It's nothing major. So and nothing really got taken away that really decreased the numbers. But I'm still giving it a fucking 10 out of 10 because overall this was really a great album. I recommend everyone listening to this album if you haven't had the chance to do it.
Absolutely.
And
Jaden.
again, Julian, I'm very sorry if you lost. Lucas, if you're watching this, I'm sorry if you lost. Again, I think I was there, like, for you during that time. I mean, because, like, I think I was around the podcast during that time because technically this is, like, my second run. I mean, I never been on the MoshCast in cinematic analysis. This is, like, my first run, but I had 2 runs with Crash and Burn. One was, like, the summer of 2020 until, like, the winter of 2021 because I had to leave due to my depression and all that stuff, and this is how I am right now. I'm very matured, and if you saw my first run, it's a complete embarrassment. It's really embarrassing. Yeah, I was like, I sounded like a fucking monkey for crying out loud, and I was like having this kitty voice still, and I kept fake laughing and all that shit. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, this album's giving a fucking 10
It's the
out of 10.
testosterone, dude.
What?
It's testosterone.
I mean,
The deep voice juice.
I sounded like a fucking monkey. Now I don't
Oh, yeah.
because my voice changed.
So,
Jaden.
Man, this got us all very, very, very emotional. I shall
Personal
say.
and emotional.
Jesus, yeah. I believe this episode's almost 3 hours. Damn.
I'll give it
Yeah. It's a long one.
Eh,
Not a bad thing, though.
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but Jaden, what's your rating?
10 out of 10.
All right. Jason.
I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 because of the mood this all got us into this episode. Like, we had to stop our puns just because of these topics.
Yeah. And honestly, stopping the puns was probably the best idea for this episode
Right.
specifically
Yeah.
because, yeah.
The puns will resume for next episode, which I'll mention.
Because it's a
after.
serious album with a serious
Right.
message, and it's the start of a serious, concentrated project that's no longer a project.
Yeah. Like hell, like I even told you guys to stop making puns during the North Lane episode because of how serious that was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyway, mantra.
Honestly, this rating is based off of the analysis of a person's ear changing. I think that Beartooth records overall, with how I've listened to them, have gotten better as I've listened to them. If you go from first to second, Eric. I almost said Eric. Where the hell did Eric come from? Caleb's ear would get better as he would work with. Yes, Caleb Shoma would work with a lot of people during like the album cycle that we see now. So my thing, I would say like an 8 out of 10 would be my rating because of the fact that his ear has changed over time. But it's nice to see that it has come a long way. And the 8 is also because of honestly the last track, because I'll agree with like the conglomerate. It's not a necessary track. Maybe it would be like I don't even think a bonus track would cut it. I don't know where it would fit in general unless it was trying to like send a message. I don't know specifically. So I have no idea to be honest. But the point I'm making is that 8 out of 10 because sometimes when you see the start, you don't know what the next album's going to be. And this band got big when I first found out about them because I was listening to this band on Spotify back when they only had one album. So I've been around a while. It's cool to see where a band goes and how big they can get. And it was insane to watch them grow from like that point on. So 8 out of 10.
And finally, Madi.
So to kind of touch upon what Mosh was saying with the last song of the album, what I've noticed for each album is kind of like what Caleb is going through at the time of writing. So
right.
For Disgusting, it was definitely very dark time for him, and just it also seems like he wanted to get the words out that he couldn't, or his feelings out that he couldn't while he was in his previous band, and I feel like this was his way to do so. And I think with knowing all of the shit that happened with that band and how Caleb felt, and watching the interviews that I watched and reading articles and things like that, I have to give this album a 12 out of 10. And it just gets better with age. I think this album has aged very fucking well. And a lot of this stuff has helped a lot of people speak their truth. And I mean, like I said with Bean and Lips, it helped me finally speak out on the stuff that I went through as a kid. So I have to thank Caleb for helping me figure out how to do that and help me use my strengths to do so. So yeah, I really enjoyed this album a lot.
And for me, I gotta agree with Madi. Like this album was fucking great. This album aged like fine wine. Yeah, you know what? My rating is going to be a 12 out of 10 as well. It's such a good album. It takes it very, very well. So, yeah, that was our review of
Woo!
by Beartooth. We finally did it. But before we go, here is In Between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that was the In Between, and now we get to do our little outros, I guess. So we'll start off with Mr. Jason Bailey, as usual.
Thanks for watching this episode of the MoshCast, where we pretty much went. This is probably the most deep we've ever gotten in an episode of the MoshCast. But thanks for watching. Our next one, we're gonna go back into some deathcore, death metal. Lorna Shore's 2017 album, Flesh Coffin.
Yes. And then
that's gonna be a heavy one. Oh, I know what you're gonna say, Julian. Our next episode after that, we're back to some interviews. Red Handed Denial is making its way to the MoshCast.
Yeah.
Woo!
We're gonna have some more stuff coming.
Yes.
And yeah, as usual, thanks for watching.
Yes.
Bye.
After that, we got Fire from the Gods and The Contortionist after that for album reviews. But yeah, next up, Mr. Lucas Atencio.
Oh, you're joining this off, but thank you guys for basically seeing me in a roller coaster of emotions in this episode.
All of us.
And yeah, I just got permission to say about that. I do apologize for just getting my anger out there. I just had it out.
It's good to let it out.
Yeah.
Never apologize for your feelings.
Never.
Feel how you feel.
Don't.
Well, now I got that now. But yeah, thank you guys just basically the roller coaster episode. Again, as we said, like probably 30 minutes, 20 minutes ago. Again, we're always here for you guys as always. And just pretty much say, I do want to say a quick prayer to Ukraine. Well, I don't know. I'm not political or anything like that, but I do want to say a quick prayer to them as well as they going through, this tough thing going on with them. I do pray for them. It's heartbreaking to see how this becomes, but I do pray for all those people, these innocent people, man.
Pray for Ukraine. Pray for Ukraine for sure.
Prayers.
And yeah, I was gonna say something, but I'll wait until I go. Jaden, you go.
Well, you can also hit me up if you have any problems. My DMs are always open. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Link to that is in the description of this video. And follow me on Instagram. That's also in the description of the video as well. And also follow me on TikTok at J314.
All right. AJ.
All right, y'all. Thank you guys for watching another episode of the loudest podcast of all fucking music, the Mosh Podcast. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode where we reviewed Disgusting by Beartooth. And overall, this was a really great album. And I really recommend everyone listen to this song. And great to have Mantra here, of course, a new member of the MoshCast. Obviously, his first episode. Let's give it up for Mantra, guys. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Give it up for Mantra. Making his debut on the MoshCast.
Thank you.
I feel like this was a great debut for him. Anyways,
It was a warm welcome.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Rock on.
All right. Madi, you go.
Of course, thank you all so much for watching this episode of our review of Disgusting by Beartooth. If you can't tell, it's my favorite band in the entire world. I do want to touch on a couple of things. Again, like we said, our DMs are open. You're not alone. You are all beautiful. You're all valued, and you all matter in this world, and you are loved. And I love all of you in this call. And I'm very happy that I've met everyone here, and I can talk about what I didn't mention earlier because I'm comfortable with you guys, but I don't really want it out on the internet. Anyways,
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to welcome one of my closest friends, I'd say, that I've met, Mantra. Especially having you on for Beartooth was just, that's how we met.
Fitting.
Was
More than fitting, I would say.
It was very fitting, yeah. So yeah, I'm glad to have you here and also on Cinematic Analysis.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You can find me at TikTok, Bill Beartooth, Instagram at Bill Beartooth, and Twitch at Bill Beartooth. And I'm excited to review some next albums, and I am so very excited to interview Red-Handed Denial. I'm so excited. Somebody else.
Yes.
A big one coming.
And I gotta make sure Madi keeps her composure because Lauren Babb is gonna be there.
Yes.
Yep, I have their Skype accounts. So.
Yes, absolutely. And finally, of course, had to end it off with him. Mantra, take it away.
Well, thank you very much for tuning in to the MoshCast podcast. I was hoping I would say that out loud correctly, and I did. We reviewed Beartooth's album Disgusting, which was a 2014 amazing debut record for Beartooth, not to mention an entire new form of listening to music in a way, almost to chime in with the phrase music therapy, because I think that Beartooth fits into music therapy very, very well because of the moods that they go through, the themes that they talk about as far as mental health, bettering yourself, and dealing with your worst enemy, yourself. So thank you, Beartooth. Thank you very much for your discography. This was a beautiful debut. And thank you very much for the MoshCast for welcoming me in the most warm way possible. Thank you for watching.
Roller coaster of emotions.
Yes, absolutely.
Indeed.
Jesus, almost 3 hours.
Mantra, thank you so much for being a part of this, and we can't wait to have you on for more episodes.
Hopefully for some deathcore.
Maybe. But yeah,
Awesome.
if you guys can, please follow the MoshCast, subscribe to the channel, follow us on our podcast TikTok account, which is Crash Mosh Analysis. Follow us on Instagram at all of our accounts. Every single account will be in the description below. You can find me on Instagram at HeavyMetalJoker_music. That's right. I'm no longer a part of the Hounds of Hell pit crew anymore. So it's now going to be Heavy Metal Joker music from now on. Go watch my recent video, 10 modern rock and metal artists in Black History. We're nearing the end of February, and I wanted to do something cool for Black History Month. So I made a top 10 list of modern rock and metal artists in the Black music world. So yeah.
Heck yeah.
It's such an awesome video. It's probably one of the most fun videos I've done. And I will say for the second week of March, that will be International Women's Week. I will have 3 very special videos for that as well. So
Female lead singers, maybe.
you are correct. Top 20 female lead singers.
You have 20. Let's go. You have 20.
Let's go.
My 10 favorite female guitarists.
That's
So,
badass as fuck. That's so badass.
yeah, for the vocals, expect Lizzie Hale, expect Lauren Babick, expect Conquer Divide. So yeah, it's Haley Williams will be on there.
Thank you.
Don't
you.
worry.
You just said it with a
They're on
look.
my face.
The fact that's amazing.
But because I know Madi. And of course, you can find me on TikTok at Heavy Metal Joker as well. I post top 10 videos on there all the time of my favorite bands and favorite songs by them. And of course, Saturday, it's a very, very important day because it's 1 year of knowing that I've survived. I'm still alive, and I can't. And I just gotta thank you guys, all you guys not just in the call, but any followers and any friends that I've made over the years that have stuck by me. I love you guys.
The other members.
Yeah, even people that
That
aren't.
means you're a real one. Yeah.
Yeah, I've always tried to be real, and I always try to be as relatable as possible. And I always want to tell people that, like, for me, views don't matter. Views don't matter to me at all. I make content for people that actually give a shit about watching my content. Hell, even if I get 1 viewer, that's me knowing that, okay, 1 person is interested in watching my stuff.
Exactly.
And I think, and that's why I love doing it so much. I mean, hell, 1,700 people enjoyed my top 10 System of a Down songs on TikTok, which means that, there's a lot of System of a Down fans out there, apparently, for some reason. I'm joking.
Oh, the times it. Okay. You saw I was about it.
I'm joking, obviously.
Oh, I know.
Fans. We actually will be starting very soon, actually, like in a couple months. We're listening to every single System of a Down album.
Oh, that's gonna be fun because I've only listened to Toxicity and their debut.
Toxicity, yeah.
I've only listened to those 2. Those are the only 2 I've listened to. And I'll admit, the first album, I'll save it for after the recording's over.
But yeah, be on the lookout for those episodes. Be on the lookout for more interviews with bands. Be on the lookout for my content as well. More album reviews. Albums I missed videos are coming in August. As I said many times before, List them off videos are going to be coming every now and then. They're not going to be a weekly thing. They're just going to be when I have time because there's so much fucking music coming out. I mean, next album reviews are going to be for Avril Lavigne and Bad Omens. Can't wait for that fucking Avril Lavigne album because ARTV put out his video of Rock Gone Wrong, and that's his review of that album. So apparently it's not fucking good. So, yeah, can't wait for that. And again,
she's touring for it. She's touring for it. That's the best part about that. She's touring for it.
Anyway, but yeah, as usual, go ahead and follow all of us. Subscribe to the channel. And I'm Julian. That's AJ. That's Lucas. That's Jaden. That's Mantra. That's Madi. And that's Jason. And you are in for Mosh. And we are out of here.
Right.
MoshCast.